They doing their thing, man.
All right, we live.
All right. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Happy Feast of Tabernacles. I just told you to turn that on. Giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah.
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 So we're going to go into the scriptures. It's kind of late, so I expected to go into a lot more than what I can do. But we're going to go to Leviticus 23rd chapter. And these are the feasts of the Most High. Let's read Leviticus 23, and let's start at verse 1.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Most High, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
See, these are the Most High's feasts. You understand? He said, even these are my feasts. These are the Most High feast days. Go ahead.
6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, an holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwellings.
Right. So he's let us know that these holy days are just like the Sabbath, except for we can, feast and eat. So 6 days work should be done, but the Sabbath day, there's no work should be done. So when you find out when the holy days are, the feast days are, then you should, try and get off of work. You're making sure that you don't work during this time. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Most High, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their season.
Right. So each feast has a season within a season. You know what I mean? You got summer, fall, winter, and spring, you see, or spring, summer, fall, and winter, you see. So, and these holy convocations mean holy assemblies, holy gatherings that we come together, to honor these feasts. Jump up to verse 33. So if you read on down, these are all the feasts of the Most High, but we're looking at a particular feast, so we don't need to go over these other feasts. You can go over that on your own to see what these feasts are, but we're going to go to the feast that we're dealing with right now, and that's the Feast of Tabernacles. Start at verse 33.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and 33. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High.
Right, so the Feast of Tabernacles is on the 15th day of the 7th month. The first day, and what we counted from our, perspective of how we count on our calendar, the first day of the 7th month was the Feast of Trumpets and the new moon. So it should be a full moon tonight. If you look outside, it should be a full moon tonight. And, people have their own way of how they deal with calculating, this, which is okay. We trying the best that we can to do the best we can in captivity. You know what I mean? So I don't really go against those that are doing it another way, where they my enemy because they're not doing the way we figure it out. You see what I'm saying? Because the reason why I say that, get Colossians 2 and 16, just to back what I'm saying up, because, we can look at, and it's sad because we can look at those that don't, even with certain things, man, they still our brothers. They still our sisters, They might be in ignorance. They might not know. Or it's something that we know in part and prophesy in part. You understand? But we trying our best to do what we have been taught to do. In wherever congregation or wherever, school we in. You understand? As long as we doing it. That's why I said, look at this. Read that.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and 16.
This is for those that are doing what Most High want us to do. Read.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat or drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of a Mashiach.
That's right, man. We all believe in a Mashiach Yahushua, man. So don't let nobody judge you on what it is we doing. We rehearsing. We doing the best we can and practicing what it is, coming back to our culture, you know, and everybody's doing this. You know what I mean? Like, it might be a different day, a different way, whatever, but we know we know in part and we prophesy in part. But with the Most High said of Mashiach Yahushua back, that which is in part gonna be made whole. He gonna correct everything. Khan. So hey, all praise to the Most High. Khan. So let's go back to Leviticus. That's why I said we not, at least for myself, you know, if I give you an example of how it should be, if anybody say I'm wrong, then hey, I'm ready for the smoke. They tell me I'm wrong and saying, hey, what we just read is wrong or whatever, how we supposed to be with our brothers and sisters, you know, because we can always find a way to find something negative against each other. But what about the positive of us trying to come back? We just learn how to read, damn it. Come on. Better tell me. I was raised when you weren't able to go to school. They want us going to their schools. I don't know about y'all. You know what I mean? We just learn how to really be accepted some kind of way. You know? You ain't have to fight to go to school. You ain't have people want to kill you just going down their street. Talk to me. And here we all can't get along with each other, man. Come on. We all we got.
That's right.
Con? That's right, man. We got to find a way to find love for each other. Say love that neighbor as thyself. Con? So you start with yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you gonna treat somebody else, man. And when you got a problem with people, then you got a problem with yourself, then you got a problem with people. Everybody, all of us, man. And we shouldn't be that way. Nobody say no man ever hated his own flesh. Con? Yeah, man. So let's roll, man.
All right, Leviticus 23:35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
Right. So you notice that the Most High gonna continue to say to us over and over again, we should not do any servile work on these holy days, man. So you try and get off work if you can, you know. And there are means to be able to get letters or, you know, whatever's needed for you to give to your boss, whatever, to be able to try and get off. At least try it. Let them know this is what you believe in. Go ahead.
Verse 36. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no servile work therein.
Right. So the first day that we're in is going to be a holy convocation. We coming together, holy gathering. And the 8th day. On the 8th day, we're going to come together again for the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles, you see, which is a holy assembly. Go ahead.
Verse 37.
You see, he said again. What did he say again? That we heard already. What did he say again?
Holy convocation assembly.
Huh? What did he say again? No servile work. That's old school right there. Like, you know it. You know how to do it. Read.
Verse 37.
These
are the feasts of the Most High, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day.
Wait a minute. Upon whose day?
Upon his day.
No, it got to be our day.
Upon his day.
Come on, it got to be Israel. Krum Yasharala.
Upon his day.
What?
Upon his day.
Upon his day, man. This is his day. You see what I'm saying? We are privileged to be able to come together, assemble ourselves on his day. That's the Most High's day. Khan. Mokan. Mokan? Khan. It's the Most High's day. Whose day is it?
Most High's day.
Khan. Go ahead.
Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which you give unto the Most High.
Right. So these are the things that we're looking at that we should be doing. Verse 39.
Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
So that's why I started with the Sabbath from, the Most High feast days from 1 to 4, because we got to honor that's the Sabbath. You know, you're not supposed to be working. He just said that over and over again. You know, get off work, you know, and honor the Most High's day. 7 days. This is 7 days. The first day is a holy convocation, 7 days, and then the 8th day will be a holy convocation. We come together again, okay? But we're supposed to have, you know, free will gifts and so forth that we did. But go ahead. On the 15th day, which is this day, which should be, like I said, the middle of the month. 15 days to a month. I mean, 15 days, half a month. Other 15 days, the rest of the month. You see, 30 days, you know, they have all these different calculations of the moon cycle and so forth, but it's real simple. If you have a period of time or your busy life to look at the moon and count, you see it'll be 30 days, and that moon gonna be the same as it was on that first day you seen it. Most I ain't the author of confusion, man. 30 times 12 is what? 360. So 360 degrees is what? A complete what? Circle. Even Esau know that, right? We learned that. I mean, right? I mean, it's not complicated, man. Most High not the author of confusion, but we got to figure out something. Ain't nothing figuring out nothing, man. That's real easy, right? It's real easy. He's not the author of confusion. Go ahead. Okay, let's see. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 40. And you shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before the Most High, your power, 7 days.
See, we're supposed to be rejoicing before the Most High 7 days, but he's telling us we're supposed to take these boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice, you know, be happy before the Most High, our power. 7 days, man. They waiting on what? The world waiting on what? Holiday.
Damn days.
Halloween. End of the month, right? Everybody waiting on Halloween. Here we got 7 days. We have a good time. You know what I mean? 7 days rejoice. I mean, you having a good time. Go ahead.
Verse 41. And you shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever.
No, not in captivity.
It shall be a statute forever.
Okay, a statute forever. Okay.
In your generation.
Are we in a generation now, Khan?
God.
Okay, all right. Read.
You shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
In the 7th month. You making sure you understand this. Go ahead.
Verse 42. You shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
So he said we're supposed to dwell in booths 7 days, man. If you don't have a booth, make you a booth. You know, make a homemade booth, whatever. You know what I mean? Like this is our custom, man. He said you dwell in booths 7 days. You know, go ahead. He made us dwell in booths. Go ahead.
Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Most High, your power. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High.
Khan, you see this Feast of Tabernacles last, right? It's so important to the Most High. We're going to see that we're going to do this in the kingdom also. Deuteronomy 16 and 13. Deuteronomy 16, 13.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 16:13. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days. After that, thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine.
Right. So this is like somewhat like the end of the year of harvest. You know what I mean? Like we plant food in the spring, and then by this time it's known as the end of the year also. But we know that the end of the year is when? For us. When's the end of the year for us as Israelites? Yeah, speak up.
Passover.
Look, be loud, right, be loud, wrong. It's okay. We all. It's going to be when?
Passover.
Yeah, kind. During the Passover, that's the beginning of our year, you see? But this is like considered the end of a year too. You know what I mean? Because it's the end of the harvest. When we get to harvest, like you say, get the corn and wine. Wait a minute, it didn't say wine, did it? It said wine. I thought we couldn't drink. They said corn and wine. So we had to, don't the wine have to ferment? I mean, you know what you call it? What you call it? Ferment? Ferment, right? Ferment, right? Yeah. So we got the wine. The wine have to be, the grapes has to been picked and ready for the wine, right? So it makes the wine, right? It's like corn and wine. Okay, so we can drink, but moderation. In moderation. Keep that in mind. In moderation. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite, the stranger and the fatherless and the widow that are within thy gate.
Right, man. So we're supposed to be rejoicing. It's supposed to be a happy time, man. It's not supposed to be no sad time. We ain't supposed to be dealing with no, you know, you got to be aware that at these times, man, the devil trying to come in to take your joy away from you. You always come with some old negative stuff. You know what I mean? So we got to really push that away from us at this time, at least for a week. You know what I mean? You see the negative, I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? That way you can rejoice for 7 days. Otherwise, you know, because he got a short time, you come under much wrath, and he get in the minds of people to have them to act a certain way with us, trying to be, you know, because they're not following what we following. They getting ready for Halloween, man. That's Satan's day, ain't it? That's straight to devil day. They gonna, you know, they gonna celebrate that, and here they gonna come at you, and you trying to do what's right, man, according to the Most High's words. See what I'm saying? So don't let anybody, you know, vex you in that spirit, man, with their spirit. You know what I mean? That negative, I'm saying. Go ahead.
Verse 15. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Most High thy power, in the place which the Most High shall choose, because the Most High thy power shall bless thee in all thy increase and in all thy works of thy hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice.
That's right. How many times you just said rejoice over and over again, right? You see that? So that's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to be allowing anything to detour you from being happy, man. Having a good time. Go ahead.
Verse 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
So he's telling us, man, 3 times in a year. Is that much? That's not much. That's not asking for much. He's like 3 times in a year, must all the males appear before the Most High in the place he should choose, where we, you know, choosing here in captivity, a place that we coming together to gather to be able to, you know, honor him first and foremost. Khan. In the feast of unleavened bread. Y'all know when the feast of unleavened bread is?
That's the top of the year.
Anybody know when the feast of unleavened bread is?
Feast of It happens right after the Passover.
Man, why you whispering? You always talk loud. And you up there whispering. Why you whispering? I don't want to hear what you said. I want to hear what you said.
Nope. I said.
Somebody said nope. Huh?
The Feast of Unleavened Bread happens right after Passover.
That's not a good enough answer. But you're right, but it's not a good enough answer. It really needs to know, because it could be like next month, the next month after Passover, the next week after Passover. It's got to be specific. If you know, because he said a feast of unleavened bread. It's very important that you understand when that is, and that's the day after Passover. See, huh?
The first day of feast of unleavened bread, the other day on the Passover.
No. The feast of unleavened bread is the next day. See, we're supposed to be honoring the day of our redemption, that the Most High got us out of Egypt. See, with the Passover, be dealing with what? Understand this. The Passover was in the house. We couldn't come out of the house. Remember the death angel went over? Moshe went over and killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians. We was in the house. So that whole, when they say, hey, we free. We free. We've been in captivity all that time. Somebody telling us we free. We ain't got no internet. We ain't got no phones. We ain't got nothing. Just say, hey, you free. Right? So you got that whole day. We went around and we gathered up all the Egyptians. Said we borrowed from the Egyptians the whole day. That evening we left from Egypt. That's the feast of unleavened bread that he's talking about. You know, we need redemption. Khan. So if you're not honoring the fact that the Most High redeemed us from Egypt, because he did all those plagues to get him a name.
God.
So how you really honoring him? And it's going to come back to him. It's about him. You understand? So he's telling us to honor the fact that, look, I got you out of captivity. Don't we need to get out of captivity now? So but think about it. That's why I asked. That's why I stopped and asked that, because if you're not really looking at this spiritually, how he got a name. He hardened Pharaoh's heart so he said, I harden his heart so I can get me a name.
God.
When he do all the things he gonna do on this earth and put on my his enemies under his feet, then he gonna be accepted, it said. You know, that put Hamashiach enemies under his feet, along with the Most High's enemies, because they're not honoring him. Who honoring him right now? Anybody honoring the Most High? They talking about Hurricane what? Helene and Hurricane Milton. That's the Most High. That's why I say he gonna do things on this earth, man, to get him a name that's gonna last forever and ever and ever. And that's a redemption that we're looking at, man. We gotta be redeemed. He said, hey, remember when I redeemed you from Egypt. That's what that is about. That's the 15th day of the first month. Passover on the 14th day. Right? Where was we at on Passover? In the house. In the house. Right. The next day we left. The next evening we left. But see, if you just coming together for the Passover, we try to, like you just said, including the Passover with the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it starts then, but we talk about the Feast of Unleavened Bread is a specific holy convocation. You go to Passover, you can't make the 14th and the 15th day be the same, can you? Can we make today and tomorrow be the same day? No, there's 2 different days. Y'all with me? That 15th day is the day that we're supposed to come together to honor the Most High redeeming us. And we can pray to the Most High to redeem us from where we at now. So you redeemed us in Egypt, we in spiritual Egypt now. Come. That's what it's about, man. And you gonna give him a name. Believe this. Only ain't nobody gonna forget him this time.
God.
They ain't gonna ever forget him.
God.
He gonna be always exalted.
God.
That's why he say Feast of Unleavened Bread. Salakia. Go ahead. Feast of Unleavened Bread. He said, what else? What's the other one?
Verse 16.
No. In the Feast of Weeks, you know, that's 50 days after the Passover that you see in Acts the 2nd chapter when we receive the Holy Spirit. And where we at now in the Feast of Tabernacles. Those 3 feasts are so important to the Most High. That's why he tells us those 3 days we're supposed to come together, and you're not supposed to come together empty, with nothing, giving nothing. You got to give something. That's what he's telling us from that point here. He said, when is it over? Did it end in the Babylonian Empire? As far as what we're supposed to be doing?
No.
Did it end in the Persian Media Empire? You sure? He said, how long is it supposed to last?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
Okay, so we're supposed to be doing it now then, right? Well, go ahead, read on then.
Can you
Verse 17. Verse 17.
Verse 17. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Most High thy power, which he hath given thee.
Right, man. So everybody's supposed to be coming to these 3 feasts and have something to give. You understand? As the Most High bless you, you got to think about it before these 3 holy days come about. So when they come about, you have something to give. That's the law. Con? That's the law. So you think about it, like we got the Feast of Tabernacles now. So now we got all the way till next year, to the day after the Passover, which is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the 15th day of our first month, to be able to have something to give. Then he said 50 days after that, have something to give then. Then here we are, the Feast of Tabernacles, 3 times a year, he said. You see? Okay, from there, get everybody understand that? Count. Okay. Deuteronomy 31 and 9. I'm gonna go to.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and 9. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, and unto all the elders of Israel.
Right. So Moses wrote this law, delivered it to the priests, who were the ones that were administrating the law to all 12 tribes. You had priests that was over, each tribe of Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the Feast of Tabernacles, when all Israel is come to appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing.
So is this what's supposed to be done? When he say the Feast of Tabernacles, see how important this feast is? He told the priest, man, at the end of every 7 years, which is the year of Jubilee, you know, we will come together and say, read this law into all the 12 tribes' ears. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
Hear that? Shoot. He said, gather the people together, the men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power. Yours a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. He's our power. And observe to do all the words of this law. But what he say? What's so important? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Well, a lot of people miss this because they're not really looking at what he's saying here, and it's over and over again. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What he said.
Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for it's the whole duty of men.
Oh, can you read out so they can hear the people? I want people online to hear it because I don't know what's up with this guy.
I thought I said
He over here whispering this. What's up here?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes,
Fine,
chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High.
What do he say?
Fear the Most High.
What do he say?
Fear the Most High.
What do he say, class?
Fear the Most High.
Do y'all know what that means? Huh?
Be afraid of him.
And what else? And be what? Afraid? And what's another word for it?
Terrified.
Terrified? What's another word for it?
Dread.
Okay, what? Anybody else? What's another word for it?
Scared.
Huh?
Scared. Scared.
Fear?
Scared.
Scared. Anybody else?
Tremble.
Tremble?
Terrified.
Yep, that's a good one, huh?
Terrified.
Terrified?
Alarm.
I don't know about alarm. I don't know about you can be alarmed, but don't still be scared. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? But you understand? That's the first thing it says. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What it say?
Fear the Most High.
You better be afraid of him, man. You better be scared of him, man. You gotta understand, man. He gonna put every kingdom under the foot of the feet of a Mashiach Yahushua.
Calm.
You understand that?
Calm.
And then the Mashiach Yahushua gonna be subject to him. Then the Most High gonna be all in all. That's what this is all about, man. That's why he said, hey, fear the Most High. We way back in, when we came out of Egyptian captivity, the wilderness, Most High said he came down to make us fear him. Fear him. That's why people doing what they're doing, man. Nobody talk about the Most High. Who talking about the Most High? We Israelites, but that's our power. Who really talk about him? Show me. Ain't nobody talk about the Most High. We Israelites, right?
Calm.
Who? What's the order? What's the order?
The order is Yahweh, Yahushua, man, woman.
Right. That's the order. So if that's the order, then we should be talking about him. That's what our ancestors did. I can show you over and over again. They was like, hey, remember Most High when you did this? Most High did this. Most High, Most High, Most High. They was talking about him. You understand? We too focused on ourselves. We know we Israel. Now what? We ain't gonna save each other. We can't do a damn thing for each other. On the real, I'm talking about far as looking at the power that we have over us. Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
That's right, man. Yahweh's the power over every entity. They ain't got nothing on him, man.
That's right.
That's why we need to tap into him.
Calm.
How we gonna be redeemed? And we talking about Kwam Yasharala only, huh?
That's right. Calm.
Think I'm just trying to get y'all to think, man. For real, for real. Who got to rise first? Tell me King David. That's to anybody out there that's an Israelite. Show me King David always talking about Kwam Yasharala. And he fought 40 years against every damn nation and put them in subjection to Israel. Huh?
Calm.
Right?
Calm.
That's why King Solomon had peace, man. You have to understand, man, this is all about the Most High. In the end, remember he said, they told Moses what? I'll kill all of them Israelites and I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. Then John the Baptist came back and said what? Most I can raise up some what? Huh? Rocks, man, stones to be his people. His ways and thoughts not our ways and thoughts, man. That's why he said, fear him. You think he ain't angry? They call him Mother Nature. They call him little boy, La Nina, El Nina. Y'all better think, man. That's why he say, fear the Most High. Better start talking about him, I'll tell you that. How you gonna pray to somebody you don't even know? You ain't talking about. It ain't even your conversation. I'm talking about naturally. It ain't even your conversation. You ain't talking about him. You gotta understand, man. He our only hope. He got angels on this earth right now, man, waiting for the commandment of the Most High.
That's right.
To bring forth destruction, vengeance, just a call. Do what? And they not gonna break the Most High's commandment like us. The conclusion of the whole matter is what? Let's read it.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments.
That's right, man. Do what he say do. Fear the Most High. Be afraid. Be scared of him. Don't wait till he visit you. It's too late then. I want my sheriff to say, hey, if you be in the head of the Most High, ain't nobody can take you out of his hand. There ain't nothing that can take you out of his hand. Trust me. He wound, he kill, he heals, he make alive, right? He do all of that. Everything is in his hand, man, from the right side and the left side. Y'all can't look at it like those old proverb, the devil's on the curb crying. Why you crying, devil? Everybody blaming me for everything. The Most High said, I'm the one that killed. I'm the one that make alive. God? What's that? Yeah, you can read it.
All right. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32.
Read it loud.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
There you go.
See now that even I am he. There is no power with me.
God.
I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
There it is. God, there it is, right? There it is, right there, man. So, y'all understand that? That's why I say fear the Most High. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. Go back to Deuteronomy 31.
Deuteronomy, we're left off at 12. Deuteronomy 31 and 12. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
Right. Go ahead, verse 13.
And that their children, which have not known anything, may hear and learn to fear the Most High your power, as long as ye live in the land, whether you go over Jordan to possess it.
So what's the Most High said is really important? Huh? The fear, man. He said he made sure you understood that. Did he say it again? That the children should what? Learn to what? The fear, man. God.
It's like the mafia said, I'd rather be feared than loved. You know, that's how the mafia moves. Like, you rather be feared the mafia than the love, you know what I mean? Because fear, you know, you will respect somebody if you fear them and stuff like that. You will follow their commandments, you know? That's how the mafia used to do it.
Man, it was something that I seen. I forgot. It was almost like following the commandments of, well, you know, everybody follow the commandments of this world. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they lock into that. Yeah. You know, it's more laws that America have than the Most High gave us. 613 laws, way more laws than they have, right? And we following them. So it's not a hard thing. That's why I say it's not grievous to follow the Most High. From there, give me 2 Chronicles 8 and 12. 2 Chronicles 8 and 12. You know, I'm y'all have to understand. I'm fervent about what I'm saying because this past Sabbath I was asking everybody out there. I was teaching on the Most High, and I was like, "Do you know the Most High?" And everybody was saying no. You know the Most High? They were saying no. They were saying no. And we can say whatever we want to say that we know him, but if I hand you the Bible and you can't just show him, just him. I'm not talking about Israel. I'm talking about just him. Then you really know him. You understand? He's in the Bible. Say you, and I tell us, you gonna know that I am the Most High. You know what I mean? Like, it's very important because just looking at everything, you know, and analyzing things, man, you know, it's like people really don't know him. People not really fear him. It's like a hype thing to know that you're an Israelite, and now what? You know what I mean? Now we supposed, like, what do you say? Tell our children. What we supposed to tell our children?
Fear.
Huh?
Fear.
Yeah, learn of him. Learn of him, man. Learn of him and fear him. If you don't learn him, you can't go fear somebody you don't know nothing about, right? That's why people not talking about him, because people don't really know about him that much. Because where show me lessons where you can see that brothers is really dropping about the Most High. Huh?
Come.
I don't see them skip the Most High. It's most important to remember him. I'm just telling you real. It's live, so take it to any leader you have. And I'll show you proof. Right in scripture. And only reason I can say that because I seek them out. I sought them out, and I want to know. I want to know. You know what I mean? Like the mysteries that's hidden in the Most High. But how can I find out if I'm not talking about them? If I ain't about them, y'all. If I can sit up here and talk about Israel, y'all feel good. Everybody, yeah, let's go. Yeah, you get all proud, prideful, and all this stuff, man. Shoot, Most High. His name is jealous. And a lot of y'all more powerful than the Most High in your mind. How you gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'll show you examples. I'm looking at us like, wow, man, it's 2024, man. Like I told y'all last year, where my brothers at? Where my sisters at? This ain't no joke, man. I see this a revolving door. People that I know, man, I'm talking about, y'all can't even imagine the number of people. You understand? Like, it's kind of hard, man, when you look at, okay, why are they gone? We were still saying Kwam Yasharala. Y'all just learning that. I was saying Kwam Yasharala 30, 40 years ago. They ain't here, man. They're not here. It's about the Most High, man. It's about the Mashiach Yahushua. Then us, then man and woman. Ain't that the order? You just said the order, right? But if you forget about that order, then you end up, next thing you know, you by yourself, you end up dealing with Israel, and that's it. He said, fear me. Did he say fear Israel? You say Israel gonna save us? We know who's gonna save us, right? That's right. The Most High, he gotta tell him Mashiach Yahushua from Hamashiach Yahushua, because he's sitting on the right hand side of the Most High, huh? But you keep hearing him saying, man, I hear it clear. He's saying fear. He said, fear me.
Ain't no short go with nobody.
That's right. That's right. Well, he have no respect to person. He got respect to Israel, us as a nation. He got no respect to person. Individually, he care less, man. He care about those that's really gonna be in the spirit with him, man. That's it. He the spirit. Read on. Where you at?
2 Chronicles 8 and 12.
Read.
Then Solomon offered burnt offerings unto the Most High on the altar of the Most High, which he had built before the porch, even after a certain rate every day, offering according to the commandment of Moses on the Sabbaths and on the new moons and on the solemn feasts 3 times in the year, even in the feast of unleavened bread and in the feast of weeks and in the feast of tabernacles.
See, them 3 times of the year. He said 3 times a year we're supposed to meet, and that's when he was operating, doing what the Most High said do. Con? Go ahead. Well, that's it. That's all I want. Give me no, go to Nehemiah. Nehemiah the 8th chapter. It's really good. Nehemiah and Ezra was together. They were, you know, Nehemiah wasn't no joke, man. You know, Nehemiah said, y'all come up here, settle on the top again, I'm gonna lay hands on you. Nehemiah wasn't no joke, boy. Nehemiah 8 and 13.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8 and 13.
Now, let me just say, let me show you this is like street teaching. Like street teaching started on like we had the Feast of Trumpets, the 7th month, the first day. Read verse 1 so I can show you that right quick.
Nehemiah 8:1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring a book of the law of Moses, which the Most High had commanded to Israel.
Hear that? The people wanted to hear what? The law of Moses. The law. People wanted to hear the law. Our people, we bring the law, they be like, we ain't under the law. You see how we've been twisted? The people came together in the streets asking for them to read the law of Moses. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month.
So we know the first day of the 7th month is what? The feast of what?
Trumpets. Oh, I mean, you kind of looked at me.
Okay, I'm just waiting for them to answer. I'm just looking at you. See, I'm looking at you to say if they're gonna answer. Okay.
God.
All right. I'm looking at you to make sure to see what they're gonna do. That's all. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, y'all notice the armor bearer always got the answers, right? The armor bearer always had the answers, so it is what it is. The Feast of Trumpets, kind. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
Wait a minute, morning to midday. Go ahead.
Before the men and the women and those that could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law.
So they reading the law. Where? As street teaching. You see? They reading the law. The people want to hear the law. So you hear the law, then now you're going to do what? What the Most High wants you to do what? No, what the Most High wants you to do what?
To do.
To do. Right. What the Most High wants you to do. That's all. Simple as that, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood, which they had made for the purpose, and beside him stood Mattathiah and Shema and Ananiah and Urijah and Hilkiah and Messiah on his right hand, and on his left hand Pedaiah and Mishael and Micaiah and Hashem and Hashbaddanah, Zechariah and Meshullam.
Right. This is what, I know, back in the day, this is what everything was set up. That's why you see, when we had Israeli Church of University of Practical Knowledge, go to New York, they had podiums that they came out there, they built, just like you see ISUPK today do that. You see what I'm saying? This is where this go back to, the 70s, 80s, 90s, you know what I mean? That's what we're doing. That's where that comes from right here. He set up a podium and they above the people. You're gonna see they above the people and they looking down on the people like you see them doing today. Read.
Verse 5. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people.
See? He was above all the people on this podium, standing above the people. Read.
And when he opened it, all the people stood up. And Ezra blessed the Most High, the great power. And all the people answered.
They put that in there. They ain't say that. The people ain't say that. They snuck that in there, right?
They'll say all the people answered, Khan.
Right.
Y'all know why we said that, right? Everybody here know, right?
Khan.
We not saying that, right? Okay, all right. We're not saying AME. No, because really, look, if you look into it, man, that's Zeus last name. That's the Greek idol. The number one Greek idol last name, right? Brothers, what's his last name? Most people don't know. Look it up for yourself, man. They snuck it in there. They little idol. But go ahead.
With lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Most High with their faces to the ground.
You see how they put that there first? That name, they said that name, then they're gonna worship. You see, you understand what you see how slick that is, slick move that is?
That is real.
Everybody
slick.
that's real. That's a real slick move, ain't it?
He's all slick, man.
The devil, right?
Changing up the words.
Hey, look. Hey, you see it. Those have ears to hear, like I said, those that have understand.
Do speak.
Okay, jump over to But I just wanted to show you that that's what street teaching, you can look at that street teaching right there. They was in the street, they taught the law of the Most High to the people. Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And on the second day were gathered together the chief of the fathers of all the people, the priests and the Levites, unto Ezra the scribe, even to understand the words of the law.
No, not the words of the law. It gotta be. The law has been done away with. So why? Oh, that's right. We're in the Old Testament. That's why they reading this, right?
Old Testament.
The Old Testament.
Y'all in that Old Testament.
Y'all in that Old Testament, Well, you see what the people wanted to hear? People wanted to learn the law of the Most High, to please the Most High, right?
God.
People wanted to please him, so they want to find out what it is that he gave Moses to give to us as the Israelites.
God.
That's what they read. They wanted to hear. Read.
Verse 14. And they found written in the law which the Most High had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month.
Hear that? So they found in the law, you see how important this is, that that we should dwell in booths that they found in the law. We just read it in the law, in Leviticus 23rd chapter. They found in the law where the children of Israel, we the children of Israel, 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month, which is the feast of what? Class?
Trumpets.
The feast of what? Are y'all serious? We dwell in booths on the feast of trumpets?
I said tent.
Huh?
Feast of Tabernacles.
No, you said it, but somebody was saying trumpets. Huh? We just dwell in booths on the feast of trumpets on the first day of the 7th month. This is what we're dealing with now. We're supposed to be dwelling in booths now for 7 days. Right? Con? Feast of what? Tabernacles. Con. Okay, come on, let's go.
Verse 15. And that they should publish and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem, saying, go forth unto the mount and fetch olive branches and pine branches and myrtle branches and palm branches and branches of thick trees to make booths, as it is written.
See? So we're supposed to take all these different things, man, to make booths out of these particular olive branches, pine branches, myrtle branches, palm branches, branches of thick trees to make booths, as it is written. You see, Rob Tyler, you just hear what we just read? You can make a booth out of that, or you can do the best you can, get you a tent and be under. Go ahead. We're in captivity, so we're going to do the best we can. But if you can put those branches, get all these branches, and you can make a booth if you be outside and doing it, Go ahead.
Verse 16. So the people went forth and brought them and made themselves booths, every one upon the roof of his house, and in their courts, and in the courts of the house of the Most High, and in the street of the water gate, and in the street of the gate of Ephraim. And all the congregation of them that were come again out of the captivity made booths, and sat under the booths, for since the days of Joshua the son of Nun unto that day had not the children of Israel done so. And there was very great gladness.
See that? They hadn't done that since Joshua, man. So they was very glad to be able to, honor the Feast of Tabernacles before the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Also, day by day, from the first day unto the last day, he read in the book of the law of the Most High. And they kept the feast 7 days. And on the 8th day was a solemn assembly according unto the manner.
The manner of the law. You see? So they read the law of the Most High for 7 days, man. You see? And they kept the feast 7 days. And on the 8th day was a solemn assembly. The feast, man, think about it. We love barbecue. We have a barbecue straight up. You've got all this food that we done, come together to eat. We're going to be there. We're going to be there to have some good times, right?
God.
We love, that's why we love barbecue. Coming together for, a feast day and so forth. even in the world, you know, we like that. So it was 7 days, not no one day, Christmas and one day for Easter and all that. We had 7 days that we came together. The first day was the Holy Convocation. You know, that's a feast day, so we're gonna eat then, right? And the 8th day is the Holy Convocation, we're gonna feast and eat then. But all during those other days, man, we feasting too. That's what it's saying. But we going over the law of the Most High. You see, we reviewing the law. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's come back to this, man. About Shama Mashak Yawashai Khan. Everybody all right? All right, cool. Go to Hosea 12:9.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12:9. And that I am the Most High thy power.
Now read it again.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 12:9. And I that am the Most High thy power from the land of Egypt will yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles as in the days of the solemn feast.
Hear that? So the Most High said, he's the Most High from the land of Egypt. Remember what I was talking about? I was talking to you about how the Most High got him a name when he put them 10 plagues on the Egyptians. He hardened Pharaoh's heart so he can get him a name. That's why he identified himself. He the Most High from the land of Egypt. You see? Because after that, what happened to him? Until this day. I mean, what happened to him?
People not talking about him. Or
yeah, right. And they what? They know nobody, like I said, nobody really know him. When people was really real, they was like, no, I don't know him. I don't know him. You know the Most High? No. You know the Most High? No. Who y'all call God? No. Over and over again. When you really think about it, I mean, it's something like you probably never thought about, but I want you to think about it because it's very important, man. You know, look at that lesson I did, and you gonna know that I am the Most High.
God.
For real. He said, you're gonna know that I am the Most High, one way or the other. Every knee gonna bow. You're gonna bow down now, you're gonna bow down later, but you're gonna bow down to the Most High. Khan. You know, everybody, man. Who gonna escape him?
Nobody.
Y'all see what happened in with them hurricanes? They had tornadoes. Tornadoes with hurricanes.
Yeah, another one coming.
They killed a lot of people, man.
You said tornadoes with hurricanes at the same time?
Yeah. They had hurricanes, but had tornadoes in the hurricanes. Understand this? It's like y'all can talk about harp all y'all want to, but who allowed it to happen?
The Most High. Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Yahweh's the power. Who's the power?
Yahweh.
The power. Yahweh's the power. Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Who's the power?
Yahweh.
Right, man. He's the power, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, you look at they want to launch their rockets up in the sky, go up in the sky, they fail. They just angels do the fire that's come out of the bottom of the rocket.
There was a saying. You can fire arrows out of the towers of Babel, but you can never strike the Most High.
That's right, man. They can't even get past the firmament. This real talk, man. We're gonna let's look at Psalms 42, Psalms the 42nd chapter. Cool.
On top?
No, verse 2.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 42 and 2. My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
Read it again.
My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
Read it one more time.
My soul thirsteth for the Most High.
My soul thirsts for the Most High. Read.
For the living power.
For the living power. Read.
When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
When shall I come and appear before the Most High, man? When?
Time of gathering.
When?
Repeat it again, Elder. I didn't hear what you said.
Read it again.
Repeat it again.
Psalms 42 and 2. My soul thirsteth for the Most High, for the living power. When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
He said, ask the question, when should I come to appear before the Most High?
Holy convocation.
When should I come to appear before the Most High? I'll give you a clue.
Passover.
No. You had your turn. Anybody else? There's one.
Feast of Weeks.
Tabernacle.
She said Tabernacles.
Oh.
It's 3 times. Y'all should know this. We done went over them. Huh? No.
Feast of Weeks.
I explained that y'all shouldn't be saying Passover. We haven't read anything about Passover, have we?
Nah.
We read Passover tonight. You read that? Okay. Uh-huh. There you go. When is Feast of Unleavened Bread?
Right after Passover.
No, that's what he said.
Second day of Passover. Second day of Passover.
No, come on. Y'all know when the Passover is?
The second day. The second day.
Well, what date that is? What's the date? It's very important to know that because you have the new moon and then you got Passover on a certain day. Then, huh? Say what? I can.
14.
You saying what? You said a number?
Yeah.
What number?
15.
15? Okay, yeah, right. Come on, brothers.
Okay.
Come on, brothers. Come on, brothers.
You didn't want me to talk.
No, you said Passover. That's why I shut you down. You said Passover. That's gonna throw everything off. But you know it wasn't the Passover. I said we read the only thing I'm asking about certain things that he's saying that we read about. You ain't gotta think, you just gotta remember what it is a little that we covering so that you can recall what it is we going over. You know what I mean? It's not hard, it's just a matter of what we went over. So what's the 3 times we supposed to come together? To remember, to go before the Most High. All the men.
All right, you got the.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm pointing to him.
Feast of Tabernacles.
No, good. I'm gonna hear him in order because that's like now. Right now, but we had to come together before now. This is the last one. Give me the order.
Passover.
No, come on. No, we ain't read Passover tonight. I just said that. We ain't read Passover tonight. Did y'all hear Passover?
No.
Okay, all right then. See, you just said Passover. He can say Passover. I can show you the Passover when he say Passover. He ain't say Passover, did he? No. When? I want the order. Like when they first started beginning of the year, then you got another one come 50 days later. Then you got where we at now. That's it. I mean, I can't make it no clearer than that. We done went over and over and over again. The order of how we coming together. Yeah.
Feast of Unleavened Bread. Feast of Weeks and the Feast of Tabernacles.
Say it again.
Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, and the Tabernacle.
Okay, everybody repeat that to me. Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Weeks.
Feast of Unleavened.
WEEKS.
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Weeks.
Yeah.
What you see in Acts the 2nd chapter is Feast of Pentecost. It's called the Feast in Gathering. It's called the Feast of Weeks.
50th.
It's the 50th day after the Passover. That's why Mashiach died on the 3rd day. Excuse me, he died and he rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. And then he said, in the Sabbath day's journey, a specific way of us counting Like, man, and we might have, y'all might make up some, no, you probably young, you probably have a word that you have, that y'all generation have for a week, you know what I mean? They say the week journey, you're going to be filled with the Holy Spirit. He said, hey, Sabbath day's journey, which represent how many days? Sabbath day represent how many days? Right, that's how many days? 7 days. So you got 3. He rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. That's how many days? He rose on the 3rd. He died. He rose on the 3rd day. He walked the earth for 40 days. That's how many days? No. We talking about 40 plus 3? 43 days. Okay, he said a Sabbath day's journey, you're going to be filled with the Holy Spirit, right? So that Sabbath day is a matter of counting. Like you said, that's how many days?
7 days.
7 days. You had 43 and 7. You end up with what? 50 days. So that's when you look at Acts the 2nd chapter, that's when they was filled with what? The Holy Spirit. And that was a holy day of Feast of Pentecost, or Feast of Gathering, or Feast of Weeks. Con? You see how it adds up? 50 days, perfect. I mean, it's just like I said, y'all might have what they call these bondage, but y'all got a way to say, to y'all might call it so, to the fusion. What are you talking about fusion? That's a week, man. And we had hip talk that we spoke here in the Bible. I mean, they put in here. You know what I mean? Like, we have to understand everything got to lined up. In other words, and that's when the Feast of Weeks is. 50 days after he died on the Passover. That night they came and got him, right? And they had to make sure they got rid of him before they did what they did before everybody came together and assembled themselves for what day? We supposed to assemble ourselves. What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves, Jew? Huh? What day we supposed to assemble ourselves? Huh? No. Wait. I'm gonna say it again. Not again. I can't believe it. Not again.
And what day say it again? What day are we supposed to what?
Assemble ourselves.
What day are we supposed to assemble ourselves?
The Shabbat, right?
Okay.
What was it? What?
No.
What?
We've been talking. We've been reading this over and over again. We've been talking. Not only reading it, we've been given the 3 days we're supposed to come together. The Most High said,
the 3 days. Feast of Weeks in the Tabernacles.
Con.
Okay.
That's the answer that we're looking for every single time.
I'm just like, the way you said it, I thought it was another.
No. Like what he say? Look what he say. What he say? Read it again.
Psalms 42 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
My soul thirsted for the Most High.
My soul thirsted for the Most High, man. Go ahead.
For the living power.
For the Most High is a living power. Go ahead.
When shall I come and appear before the Most High?
So we got a question. When shall I come to appear before the Most High? What did he say?
Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, which is the Pentecost, Feast of Tabernacles.
There it is.
Or Feast of Tents.
There it is. You see? Everybody see that now. Can everybody say that together? Can we say it together? When should we come together? Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm going to say it, then y'all repeat after me. Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Weeks.
Feast of Weeks.
Feast of Tabernacles.
Feast of Tabernacles.
Okay. Everybody got it now, right? So it's the same answer. It's the same answer, right? It's been the same answer, right? Been the same answer. Okay. It ain't gonna change. That's what I say, man. It's just different scriptures say it different ways, but if you remember what it is that's been said already, then you'll be all right. Okay.
I got a question.
Yes.
What about the Day of Atonement? Don't you appear to the Most High on that day too?
Well, go back to Deuteronomy 16. Go back to Deuteronomy 16, but he's trying to add something in here that we ain't go back to Deuteronomy 16. Go 16. I don't know where you come from. Read that again. Read what it say. Listen, what it say. This is what it say.
Deuteronomy 16:16.
Y'all come. I don't know. I ain't get together with nobody on Day of Atonement. Read that.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power in the place which he shall choose. In the Feast of Unleavened Bread,
okay,
and in the Feast of Weeks, and in the Feast of Tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
There it is. You know,
Thank God,
we
you understand what I'm saying.
no, I'm saying what you're saying for us coming to assemble ourselves. We come together for the Passover. Sometimes we come together for the feast of dedication. You know what I mean? Certain things that we all come together for. But he's saying this is vital right here. What he's saying, the 3 times that we coming together, because this is how long it took everybody to be able to understand these 3 dates. You understand? So you throw that wrench in there, the Feast of Atonement, then it didn't say that. Did it say that? It didn't say that. But I can show you where he said the atonement is there. That's the 10th day of the 7th month. That we gotta bring a sacrifice to ourselves, man, and fix our spirits. He telling us what we're supposed to do on the Day of Atonement, and right now that Feast of Atonement, I don't know how y'all dealt with it. With me, it was because the Most High said on my sacrifice back for the atonement of our sins.
Gone.
We ain't sacrifice no animals no more, kind.
Gone.
So that's what we're supposed to be doing, giving the Most High all the honor and glory, and on my sacrifice honor and glory for allowing us to be able to have mercy and grace, the Israelites.
Gone.
Yes.
Gone. Now, I was going to say, just make it a small comment. Yeah, because when you brought in the Day of Atonement, we ain't eating on the Day of Atonement. It's a fast. So that's why it says the 3 feast days right there. It says 3 times a year, and it talks about the feast, meaning eating. So the Day of Atonement is not eating, it's fasting. So, God, that's all I have to say.
But I'm saying you're right. It is the Day of Atonement. It's part of the feast days in Leviticus 23rd chapter. You know what I mean? But it's not the three main feasts that we talk about now. You bring that in, then now we got, like I said, I explained. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I was saying, never mind.
But we didn't come together. Did y'all come together for the Day of Atonement?
Yeah,
We didn't, huh?
Nah.
We didn't. I didn't gather together for the Day of Atonement. Generally, we don't do that. You know what I mean? Y'all? I mean, do y'all? We don't only come together for the Day of Atonement. Since I've been in the truth. Unless it was a day that we always come to class, you know what I mean? We always kind of like had, Day of Atonement by ourselves. Ezekiel 36 and 38. I gotta go to my chapter.
Ezekiel what?
36 and 38.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36 and 38. As the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her solemn feast, so shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am the Most High.
Finally, I heard it. They go what?
And they shall know that I am the Most High.
That's right, man. We're going to be filled with flocks of men. He said, in Jerusalem, going to be the solemn feast in Jerusalem. Everybody going to know that the Most High is the power forever and ever and ever. Go to Zechariah, the 14th chapter. Zechariah, the 14th chapter. Kingdom. I want you to start at verse 16.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the king.
Hear that? All the nations that have come against the Israelites, man, shall even go up. That's a remnant of the nation, because you gotta have a remnant of these nations that's gonna be left. They're gonna go up every year. What did it say? What time?
What chapter? Verse?
Year to year.
Zechariah 14 and 16.
Read it again.
Zechariah 14, 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Most High Power of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
You see how important this is?
Con.
Even in the kingdom. You say all these nations are going to have to come up year to year and worship the Most High Power of army of angels and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles and worship of Mashiach Yahushua.
What was that again? Zechariah what? Sorry, how was it?
14:16.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob Tyler. Yes, for 7 days, man. So he tells you that these nations are going to have to come to worship of Mashiach Yahushua and worship the Most High Power of angels, army of angels, yearly, right?
Come.
Year by year in the kingdom.
Come.
And if they don't, read on.
Verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Most High Power of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
Hear that?
Con.
It don't matter who it is. If you don't come up, this is how important it is to the Most High. He said, you don't come up year after year, no matter whose family it is, to worship a Mashiach Yahushua, the Most High King of army of angels, even upon them shall be no rain. You know what that means? They're not going to be blessed. They're not getting any blessing. Because that rain brings forth what? Crops, food. That's right, food, right. Bring forth the crops. They ain't getting. They're gonna perish.
Oh, all right.
They're gonna perish.
Yeah.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Most High will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
You gotta understand, man. Looks like she gonna put a plague on them.
That's what I did.
But the Most High, they don't want to come up and honor the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua on the Feast of Tabernacles. Huh. Go ahead.
Verse 19. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day,
You say he let you know this gonna be the punishment of all these nations that don't come up to honor the Feast of Tabernacles. So I tell them they should be looking at what we're dealing with and learning what we're dealing with. They're gonna be either doing it or they're gonna be what?
They're gonna be in the grave.
That's right, put to death. Straight up. That's what he's saying. Con?
Con.
Yeah.
In other words, you either get down or you're gonna get laid down.
That's right. For real. Everybody gonna observe this. Go ahead.
Verse 20. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto Yahweh, and the pots in Yahweh's house shall be like the bowls before the altar.
Kodash Yahweh, Kodash Yahweh, Kodash Yahweh. Khan, go ahead, and the pots in the Most High's house shall be like the bowls before the altar.
Verse 21. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Most High Power of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them, and seethe therein, and in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Most High Power of hosts.
Ain't gonna be no more Canaanites. So ain't gonna be no more Canaanites in the Most High's power of hosts, man. Power of what? What hosts mean?
Armies.
Oh, armies of
Soldiers of war, armies.
army of angels. Hosts mean army of angels. God, the Most High got an army of angels, man. They ain't gonna be there. Get John. Let's go to my second. Go to John the 7th chapter. Yeah, St. John. The water. We start at verse 1.
This is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 1. After these things, Hamashiach Yahushua walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand.
Are the Christians honoring what the Mashiach honored, the Feast of Tabernacles was at hand. You see, read.
His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest.
So he said, hey, go into Judea, because he was in the northern, Galilee is in northern Israel. He said, go into Judea, so your disciples also may see the works that thou doest. The miracles that he was doing, read.
For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thyself to the world.
Listen what they say. I want you to show. I want you to see what man say. Like men today want to be somebody in hell. What we say? What we say this condition is that we in as Israelites. They call it what?
Damnation.
We call it damnation, right?
Con.
Instead of hell. Con. Right. We call it damnation. Right? It's damnation for us, right? Huh? But they saying, hey man, all these miracles you doing, man, go show yourself, man. There's no man to do all these miracles you doing in secret. Go and show yourself to the world of who? The world of Israel, right? But we gotta know. All my Shai was go to Philippians. This how it was, Philippians, the 2nd chapter.
Philippians.
This is what this is how he was. Look at start at verse 5.
What chapter?
Philippians.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushai.
So this is a mind that we should have that was also in the Mashiach Yahushai. Okay? Go ahead.
Who, being in the form of power, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High.
Meaning he was the son of the Most High. That's all it's talking about. He said, I and my Father are one in John 10 and 30. Meaning they agree. You know what I mean? Because he ain't equal with the Most High. Get John 14:28. Let's see what he said himself. So you understand, he ain't talking about he's the same as the Most High. Ain't nobody like the Most High. He by himself. Read this, what he said about the Most High.
John 14:28.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If you love me, you will rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I.
Hear that? He said the Most High is greater than him. So
that's right.
They ain't the same. Con?
Geno Jennings.
Okay, go back to Philippians 2.
Philippians 2.
Verse 6 again. Now that we know that he said out of his own mouth, the Most High is greater than him, read verse 6.
Philippians 2 and 6. Who, being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High.
So that means they agree. And he's the son of the Most High. That's what it meant. Go ahead.
But made himself of no reputation.
See, but they wanted him to make himself a reputation, right? And then what they said, hey, nobody do all these miracles that you're doing and don't be seen of men in secret. Go out there and show yourself to your disciples, to everybody, to the whole world of Israel. So, hey, you're going to be somebody in hell. We was in hell then. We was in damnation then. We was under who?
The Romans.
The Romans. We was under the Romans. He was under the Romans. Who killed him? Who killed him?
The Romans.
Who put him? Who killed him? The Romans. So-called white man. Italian Caucasian, super part of the earth. They're the ones that killed him. Okay? So he was in the condition of hell. Look, let me show you. Get Matthew 11:11. What he said. From Matthew 11:12. Get back to the point. Read that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and 12. And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
Hear that? Who the violent?
One blessed with the sword, Esau.
Who the violent?
The Romans.
The Romans. Con. That's the violent took it by force. We fell in what? 70 AD.
Con.
We fought from 65 AD to 70 AD, and the violent took us by force.
Con.
Con?
Con.
Get it twisted, man. I mean,
Also, I heard in 70 AD that they
speak up, they can't hear you over there.
All
You
right.
talking to me?
I heard in
You gotta talk
70. I heard in 70 AD regarding historical accounts
Mhm.
that they actually used some of our own people to take down Jerusalem. Our own nation of people who were selling out, because ain't no way them Edomites could have did it by themselves, knowing that Israel is a stronger nation than Edom. So they used some of our own people and some other nations to go up in there to do what they did, because Esau is known for doing that.
Luke 21:20. Just make it clear as it can be, without a shadow of a doubt.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
So it said, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, what armies would it be?
Roman Empire.
Now, if you say if you see Inglewood compassed with armies, what army is gonna be? For us now, gonna be who?
U.S. government.
That's right. So they was a superpower of the earth. So we tell them, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is not, which means near. Read.
Verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
He said, hey man, it's time to get out of there. Flee into the mountains. We always fled into the mountains. Yes.
And when they flee to the mountains, that's pointed to Africa, West Africa, right? When they fled to the mountains.
Yeah, we went to the mountains, then we started going into
Africa.
to Africa and other places like that. But we always ran to the mountains. Judas Maccabees ran to the mountains. We always ran to the mountains. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Some kind of way we ran into the mountains. You know what I mean? He's telling us. And then we went into, the interiors of Africa. We had provinces in Africa already, as Israelites. Read.
Verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
See that? So these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Where would it be written at?
And the prophets, the prophecies.
Where it be written at? Somewhere where?
The Old
It
Testament.
has to be could be the law of Moses also. Be through the law. Within the Most High said, the law told us what?
It said that.
What did Deuteronomy 28:15 say? Read that. Because you're talking about the prophets. Prophecy, look what Deuteronomy 28:15 say. We need to go to them curses.
Yeah.
Them curses? Where that at? Where's they at? They're in the prophets?
They in the laws of Moses.
In the law of Moses. Read Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. All these curses will come upon us and to overtake us. So we didn't follow the laws. We wouldn't follow the laws. So therefore, all the curses came upon us. The things that he's saying that's written, I know exactly where it's written for what would happen to be fulfilled, point blank, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes.
I have a precept concerning the desolation of Jerusalem too, right in the law.
Speak up. What'd you say?
Concerning the desolation of Jerusalem in the law.
Mm-hmm.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 31. And I will make your cities waste and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation, and I will not smell the savor of your sweet odors.
There it is. You see? As it is written. So when you look at what he's saying pertaining to, read that again out. Where was that in Luke?
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
So from what we already read, from what he told us, what are you concluding with this? As far as what he said, how do you bring it on home for what we just read in Matthew to here in Luke 21?
mean what was said before? What was said before?
Yeah, you ain't gotta. I don't want you to think so hard because it's like,
I mean,
this is you gotta understand. This is what we're dealing with and what we're reading.
declaring
Only. I'm not. You ain't gotta. You're thinking too hard. You gotta think about what it is that my answer is because my answer is real simple. Everything I ask you is something that we went over to make sure that you on point and understanding what we have written. We have read. That's it. So he's saying, what did he say? For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which were written may be fulfilled. He already told us something before he told us this. What was that?
the punishments.
I'm not sure I was saying he told us the punishment.
No,
I'm just saying what we read. We read something before we read Luke 21 and 20. Y'all not taking notes, right? You're just listening, right? Just like you go to church, you just sit there and listen to the preacher and just what did he say? What did he say? I don't know, but I know the choir sound good. That's why you don't know. I bet you he know. I bet you he know. You know why? Because he's taking notes. He writing down what was said. He know if I say, hey, before we came here, what you bet? What you bet? What y'all bet? Because ain't none of y'all taking notes. So, I mean, if you got to do it yourself, I mean, I don't know how y'all going to do this. This what it's all about, man. Y'all should have pencil and paper and writing down all this because this ain't, y'all just come to eat. But y'all know food is here or something?
It's a feast.
I'm serious, man. I mean, because you need to be able to do it yourself. Yes.
I have Matthew 11 and 12.
Well, you better ask somebody. You better tell it again. Say it louder for 'em.
Matthew 11 and 12.
Y'all hear that, brothers? What's up with y'all? Go there, Rob. You got it right.
Done.
See?
This
He already ready. See? You understand what I'm saying, right? Totally. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Why y'all don't understand? You know why? Y'all tell you why. You know why it is? Because we've been programmed to think too hard. We got to have that deep spirit, that deep thinking spirit. When it's easy, it's real simple. This is real simple, man. We going over scripture. And the only answer I want is what we went over. That's why she know where to go. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High that y'all get this, man. This is very important. Most High called men. He called men. He called us.
Con.
We just went over scripture, and y'all, especially when we went over that scripture, you going to the deep spirit. Y'all going. Let me get it. It ain't hard. It's real. Read it out. It's easy.
Matthew 11 and 12.
Right.
And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
Read it again. You got to emphasize violent because I don't think they heard it. Read
Matthew 11 and 12.
Uh-huh.
And from the days of John the Baptist.
We just read this.
Until now.
Till when now? He's saying till this time, read.
The kingdom of heaven.
Which is the children of Israel, read.
Suffered violence.
Suffered violence. Read.
And the violence.
And who?
And the violence.
And the 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 who?
And the violence.
Who is who?
The Roman Empire.
Thank you. Who is who?
The Roman Empire.
Who is who?
The Edomites.
Come on, we just read this. That's why I say, man, y'all gotta take this more serious, man. Y'all gotta take this more serious, man. We in the last days. This is the very last days, man. We gotta have this. I mean, y'all want to read? Y'all want me to show you what they did with the Bibles?
Yeah.
And Joseph Epiphanies?
Yeah, tell me.
Huh?
Bible Kushah.
For real?
Come.
Go to First Maccabees, the first chapter.
I got a precept.
You already said it.
I got a precept.
On what?
I'm taking notes.
Time. Okay.
Deuteronomy 31 and 19. Now therefore write ye this song for you and teach it the children of Israel.
Wait. They ain't give us a chance to get there. You know where you going. Where you say you was going? Where you going?
Deuteronomy 31 and 19.
You got that? You wrote it down? Time. Okay. Deuteronomy what?
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 19.
Time. Go ahead.
Now therefore write ye this song for you, and teach it the children of Israel. Put it in their mouths, that this song may be a witness for me against the children of Israel.
That's right, man. Another one.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
go there. Shoot, that's right. You know, Deuteronomy 6. Shema Yasharala, Yahweh Alahayanawa, Yahweh Akah. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Verse 5. Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
That's the spirit.
4 or 5?
Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
I just sung verse 4. That's Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one. Go ahead.
And thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
That's reading them. Frontlets between your eyes because you reading them. Read.
And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates.
There it is, man. That's how serious this is, man. You're right. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have these laws, man. Writing, man. I got notebook after notebook after notebook, man. I don't know how y'all could, you know, you're not supposed to come, man, and don't take no notes, man. For real, because you're gonna be sitting here. You could be sitting here. I know. I ain't gonna be up sitting up there. But they said you got to take notes. So I had to do what I was told to do. I had to take notes. Here I am sitting up here. I ain't want to be sitting up here. And you know, I was saying when y'all brothers gonna rise up to be able to sit here and do what I'm doing. You know that, right? You heard that for years, right? I want you to be sitting here, and I can be sitting out there enjoying you teaching. Straight up. I ain't got no pride. I love that. I mean, I went to one call the conference, brother say, hey, man, they see me there. Oh, man, you want to? No, I ain't teaching. This y'all thing. I'm gonna sit back here and enjoy y'all teaching too. I love this. What?
You did that to me before, you remember?
What?
I was like, Elder, you want to
yeah.
teach? And he was like, no, man, you did it to me.
Oh, yeah, right, on TikTok. That's right, but I was enjoying you teaching. Then also you see me there talking about, hey, you want to come up? No. I'm sitting back enjoying you teaching.
Good.
You know what I mean? You was vibing. You was in the spirit. Here I come up there and just, now everything got to change. No. I want you to be doing what I'm doing.
I was like the bailiff, you were like the judge when you came in. I was like, all rise.
Yep.
Right, hey, and the elders in the house.
I set it down though. Hey.
I was like, you all better show them respect.
Right, but the thing about it though is you got to understand. Speaking of that, go back to Philippians 2, so you understand why I feel that way, and it don't matter about me. You know.
All praise to the Most High Yahweh about Shemi Al-Shai.
Go back to Philippians 2.
Salakia.
Yeah.
That's what it means to be a scribe also. That's what scribes did. They wrote down everything. That's why they call them scribes.
Ezra was a scribe, yeah. But read verse 7, Philippians 2 and 7. So we understand where Mashiach's mind was. They tell him, hey man, you did all these miracles, man. Hey, you need to be, telling the world of Israel. Let them know what you're doing, Just is his mindset. Let this mind be in you was also in the mind of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are in the spirit. Those that not might not understand it, because you might be too prideful to understand where he was at, to be able to understand where you got to be at to be like him. But read.
Philippians 2 and 7. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant.
Hear that? Go ahead.
And was made in the likeness of men.
Hear that? He made himself of no reputation. Let me give you a prime example. He healed people, Khan. And he told them, don't tell nobody I did it. He healed people. He said, don't tell nobody I did it. Don't tell nobody I did it. That's humility.
Khan.
Khan?
Khan.
Yes.
And he practiced what he preached too, because he said he practiced what he preached because he said, "Do not do your alms before man to be seen of them." And he didn't do it, and that's why he told him not to tell nobody.
Read that again.
Philippians 2:7. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men.
He's made in the likeness of men, just like every other man. Read.
And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself.
He did what?
He humbled himself.
Hamashiach Shai did what?
He humbled himself.
But y'all realize, man, you're going to see what he done. And for him to be humble, and for someone in this world to have the power that he had in doing what he, I'm going to show you what he did, and not make himself any reputation. It takes a certain spirit to be like that. You understand? That we talking about, you just let this mind be in you that was in the Mashiach Shai. Being in the fashion of man, he humbled himself, read.
And became obedient unto death.
Became obedient, man. He didn't sin. He followed just what the Most High told him to do until death. Read.
Even the death of the cross.
The things that he had to suffer, man. That's what that cross represents, man. That suffering, that affliction that he had to go through, man.
Verse 9. Wherefore the Most High also have highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name.
That's right, man. That's what the Most High has done. He highly exalted him and given him a name above every name. That what?
That at the name of Hamashiach Yahushai, every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth.
Go ahead.
And that every tongue should confess that Hamashiach Yahushai is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
You see, that's two entities.
Gone.
That every tongue should confess that the Mashiach Shai is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father. You understand?
Gone.
Everything is done to the glory of the Most High. That's why he said, you ask anything in my name, I would do it, that the Father could be glorified in the Son. Everybody missed that. If you ask anything in my name, I would do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. Ain't nobody ever seen that in the way that's written. Read that. I'll tell you, this how I know we got to come out of this pride. We got to come out of the things that's just for me, I, mine. Read that in John 14. What you gonna say?
No, I'm saying, yeah, Yahushua was probably like the humblest man when he was on earth. To wash somebody else's feet, man, a man's feet.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's super humble.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But look at let me show you something. Ain't nobody ever identified this on what we just read in John 14 and 13 through 15.
It's the book of John, chapter 14 and 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name.
And what's that?
Bahasham Hamashiach Yahushai.
Khan, go ahead.
That will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Go ahead. So whatever we ask, man, the Most High, Hamashiach said, he gonna do it. Read.
If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it.
Say, if we ask anything, we pray. He gonna go to the Most High and say, I'm gonna do it. Whatever you ask for. Read.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
He said, you love me, keep my commandments. Do what I say do, right? Go ahead.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
Right. So what's significant in that for us?
Everlasting life.
Okay. Anybody else?
We should call on the Father. He'll give us what we need if we call upon his name.
Say what?
If we call upon the Father's name, he shall.
No, he said in my name.
In his name, everything.
You're gonna go to the Father.
Yeah, we go to the Father. He'll give us what we need if we go to him. We basically call his name.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying that right?
Khan, that's right. That's what he said, right?
Gone.
Khan. Anybody else?
We will not receive the spirit of bondage again, but we will receive the spirit of the Most High, who will abide with us, like it says, forever.
Okay, all right. That's it. Everybody say what they had to say. You already said what you had to say.
Sorry,
This is what I'm talking about. This is like I just told y'all in the spirit. I just told y'all something, and y'all just fulfilled just what I said. Nobody ever seen in my face. You just did it. I just told you, didn't I? You know you've seen that, right? You see this over and over and over and over again. I see the witness. I'm telling you, and I just told y'all before I read it. Wow, that's crazy. All praise the Most High. Went right back to us.
Salaki, the sister got a.
Yeah.
If you ask anything in my name, I will do it.
Okay. Nobody answered no more. Everybody gave they answers. You ain't got to answer no more. I just told y'all. Read Philippians 2. But the reason why I went there, read Philippians 2 and 29 again.
that fell down. You said it yourself. Man, speak once, day twice.
You Thank you.
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and 9. Wherefore the Most High also have highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Mashiach Yahushai every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that a Mashiach Yahushai is the power to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
Now we read, go back to St. John 14 and 13 again. And just I'm just gonna say this because it's spiritual and it's really important that, well, go ahead and read it, then I'll see what I'm gonna say.
John 14:13.
Because before I read this scripture, I said something to every last one of y'all. I made it clear. And y'all just proved what I just said. I'm gonna show you that just what I said in the spirit with a witness, that y'all just did exactly what everybody always have done. Everybody. For year in and year out. Nobody, I just said nobody ever seen it, and y'all just proved didn't they? Y'all just proved my point. Let me show you. Read it.
John 14:13.
Mm-hmm.
And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
And he emphasized that when you read it. Right? Because I remember when you read it the first time, you emphasized it, right?
God.
That the Father may be glorified in the Son, because I said nobody ever seen that. That's what I told y'all that. Nobody ever seen that. It's spiritual. You know why you don't see it? You know why you don't see it? Because you think about yourself. Okay, read that part again and put yourself there. How you fit into this? How we fit into this? Read that.
John 14:13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Now, when you fit in the Father to be glorified in the Mashiach Yahushua? That's for him. He said, do what I say, do. That's why the last thing he said was, keep my commandments. Do what I say, that the Most High can be glorified in him, because you really understanding that you looking out for him. And not just yourself. Not just ourselves. Everybody missed that, man. Nobody ever, and I told y'all, I went around the class, everybody saying what they're saying. Nobody got it. Nobody ever got it. Ever. Think about that, man. Think about that. That's deep. That's deep, man. But we say we love them. We say if you read this Bible, man, I'm gonna tell you, that's why I emphasize so much about who first. So we in this class, who was to talk about earlier? About who? The Most High, right? Now here it is. Mashiach Shai is saying, hey, do this so the Most High could be glorified in me. Believe in me. Ask him my name, because he said no man comes to the Father but by me. Con? So he said, hey, you got to look for him, man. This is for him. It's for the Most High. And you looking at yourself. That's why brothers be, I'll show you a prime example, man. I'll give you a prime example. Until this day, man, read Isaiah 49 and 23. That's why I say, Kwam Yasharala, 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 Yasharala. What about the Most High? What about Mashiach Yahushua? He just said, come on, the Most High could be glorified in him. And you missed it. You ain't by yourself. I'm telling you, I just said everybody missed it. Didn't I say that? And everybody y'all just missed it. Read this. This is another thing that happens. Read this.
Isaiah 49:23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet.
That's it. That's what's being read. You get the boot kiss. The one boot kiss. Then read it again. Read it
They
again.
shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet.
And it happened. They bow down. You get a boot kiss. Man, I got a boot kiss, man. You got a boot kiss today. Got a boot kiss. Got a boot kiss. Go ahead.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Come on, get a boot kiss. Come on. You want a boot kiss? Come on, get a boot kiss. Read it again. Everybody get a boot kiss. Come on.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yeah, somebody. Lick up the dust of my feet. Go ahead. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. That's all you hear. Israel, Israel. You see that? I seen the brother jump on the podium and say, get his brother a hand. And get all the boot kids, get the boot kids, get the boot kids, get the boot kids. That's all they read. Period. Read on.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
What?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
And what?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
Who?
The Most High.
Read it again.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
Because you got a boot kids. What did he say?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
But you skipped that part. So what did he say? You missed.
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
What did he say?
And thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
See, y'all, this is spiritual, man. If you ain't spiritual, man, Most High is a spirit, man. If you don't really look at what's important for him, you skipping him? You think you did it yourself? So it says what? You read what? You read Priest Awam chapter 49, verse 23? No, surely Ariah chapter 49, verse 23? Surely, man, there's got to be Yaladah chapter 43, verse 23, 29, 40, 23. Skip that, man, altogether. I'm just saying how you can read this Bible, man. If you ain't really looking for him, how you dealing with him? Right? How you dealing with him, and then you're going to skip over that. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Oh, because you read that scripture. You just showed them slavery, this, that. Man, what'd you say?
The Most High did it.
But the Most High didn't do anything if all you read was the first part. Don't nobody know. I'm telling you, nobody know about what he read right there. If you ain't read it, right? All they know is the first part. Read it. Then what does everybody know? You sitting there, everybody you got a boot kiss. But read that. What it said at first?
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Most High, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's it, man. People that say boot kiss don't know about the Most High. If you only read the first part, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of your feet. What do you know about the Most High on that? And you ain't even read it. You even read it. You know why? Krom Yasharala. Krom Yasharala. Krom Yasharala. It's about us. Yes.
Salakia, isn't that similar to what I just did when I quoted John chapter 13, John chapter 14, verse 13. I said, and whosoever ye shall ask in my name, I will do it. But I didn't emphasize the last part of the scripture, which is that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
God. But you see, I'm just saying, I remember, I'm going to tell y'all, it's spiritual with me because I remember I made this song up before everybody started saying Mashiach. It was like, it was N-A-M-E, 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 N-A-M-E. And I remember I say, sing the song. I ain't sing that stupid song. N-A-M-E, N-A-M-E, with witnesses. I ain't singing that song. And I'm going to tell you, just like you just said, whatever you should ask in my name, people got up there. Everybody got embarrassed. Everybody got embarrassed. They didn't sing it. For real, for real. With witnesses, I mean, it ain't something I'm just saying. And then everybody looking, just like you looking right now, right there, yo. You looking right now. Is it new? Anything new? This ain't new, right? It's the same thing. This ain't something new. You're a witness. I mean, this is not new. This is real. He said you ask anything like you just said in my name. So the ones that didn't say it, I mean, I'm talking about reading just like this. John 14, 13. Whatsoever you shall act, that will I do that and may be glorified in the Son. Still couldn't even speak it. I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta understand what I'm saying, but I've seen many miracles with witnesses. You witness? I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, this is real, man. This how, but it's spiritual. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, you would say the Father could be glorified in the Son. And you should know that I am the Most High. Skipped all over. I mean, I'm just showing you how easy it is to not really look for him because it's about us. It's about yourself. I, me, what's in it for me? So you're reading it for whatever you can get out, you know, like whatever you've done for me lately. Like AMEN. I went around, what does that mean? So be it. What does that mean? So be it, brother. So be it. Let it be done. I'm like, this is how I got it. I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, what does amen mean, brother? Oh, excuse me, Salaki Mosiah, because you ain't supposed to be saying the names of other idols and gods and so forth. But the way they came at me was like, that's how I started really looking at that, because I was asking a question. I just asked, what does it mean? And it was so prideful. Like, I'm like, Mosiah, how can I go to you and say, you heard what I said? So be it, man, you heard what I said. I mean, am I right or wrong? Help me to understand. I mean, because I'm willing to be corrected, man. But I know when I heard that, I was like, wow. How could I tell the Most High that? Then he led me to where it came from the Egyptians, you know, with R.A. on the end of it. Then he led me to the fact that it was the second name of Z-E-U-S. And we calling on this at the end. I don't care how long you pray. I don't care who you think you praying to, the Most High Yahweh. In the end, you calling on Z-E-U-S A-M-E-N, man. Straight up. That's who you give homage to at the end of your prayer. So why we got to change. That's when Marshall said, say, be born again. That's why you're talking about change, man. These little things that we could change, we don't have to do these things, right? And then you got the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Anybody got a Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary? You do?
Yeah.
Could we get it? Could we see it? It's very important, man, because if we don't keep on putting these things out, man, we're gonna continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Really, right? We're gonna continue to do the same thing over and over again. If nobody exposes it, he said he got one. Okay, if nobody really exposed it, You know, we got one. We got one. You got one.
For AMEN.
I mean, you gotta understand, man. Every chance that we have, no, wait a minute. We're dealing with something else right now.
Oh, I'm talking about for
I know, but that's not what we're dealing with right now.
Slack.
Come on, now.
Slack.
All right, it's the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. BAALLORD.
And what else? And it is MASTRER.
Appears in the OT with a variety of meanings. MASTER.
There it is. That's all I need. That's enough. You see what it means? And we wear that word out. LORD, we wear that out, man. Read it again. This from any Bible dictionary. The first letter of any Bible dictionary is this word. Because what comes before A? You got BA, and you got another A after the A. What letter could come before that? Or what word could come before this? You see how simple this is? You got BA, then you got another A. Then you got an L. And they got I, M, and you got all different, letters after the fact, but nothing comes before A in the English alphabet, right? So it's got to be in every Bible dictionary you look at. That's going to be the first thing you see in there. It's real simple. BAAL. You see? So what does it say?
BAALLORD.
See? They put it in there, man. But if you ain't spiritual enough to really realize, like I'm showing you things that really have happened, and really y'all just proved my point before I told y'all. And I went there, and every last one of y'all proved what has been happening over and over and over again for all these years. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to change, man. That's all. Yes. The
order of things.
The what?
Order of things.
Order of things. I mean, born again mean change, man. It's not hard, man. If y'all say they the devil, if we say they're the devil, deceitful and evil person, deceitful and evil people, take out this scenario. If they say they're the Most High and they paint their pictures in the Bible, they paint the picture in the Bible as the Most High. Con? What they won't do? It's almost like, oh, they can't do that because the Most High got his hand in it. We the Spirit been giving us little by little things come back to our remembrance, man. It ain't never stopped unless you just, it's quick and powerful and sharp with an any two-edged sword, right? Cutting to the marrow of the bone. I mean, the Spirit ain't stopped, man. The word ain't stopped, and certain things been given to us to look at for change. That's what born again means. Don't mean you can be born out of your mother. That's why Nicodemus was like, what are you talking about? My servant said, I know he had to say, what are you talking about, man? How you gonna come out of your mother's womb again? You think I'm talking about that? You talking about only changing, man. If you see it, it means LORD. Why we gotta say it? Why do we have to say that? If it means that. You understand? Yeah. And MASTER. You got both of them in there, right? You see there's both of them in there. So we gotta look at changing, man. And so we see that Mashiach side, he even honored the Feast of Tabernacles. Con? So can we stop saying LORD? Can we stop saying AMEN at the end of your prayer? We have to, man.
I say hallelujah.
Huh?
I say hallelujah.
Hallelujah, yeah, con. And the thing about it, Israel will take a word and make it Hebrew and say it's okay. What is it that you're dealing with?
You know how you talk about how it's not okay to say AMEN. I even got the definition that exposes it.
Okay. You want to read it?
Come.
We about to close up here.
You want me to read it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. AMEN or AMON, the mysterious and Egyptian divinity whose name occurs in that of NOAMON. AMEN was of the 8 idols of the first order in chief of the triads of Thebes, he was worshipped at that city as Amenra or Amensu, the sun. And this is in the Smith's Bible Dictionary.
See?
So,
See that? There it is. I mean, look at John 12 and 20. We're gonna close this up. It's about time. Yes, 11. Read that.
It's the book of John 12 and 20. And there were certain Greeks among them that came up to worship at the feast. The same came therefore to Philip, which is of Bethsaida of Galilee, and desired him, saying, Sir, we would see Hamashiach Yahushai.
We want to see Hamashiach Yahushai. Go ahead.
Philip cometh and telleth Andrew, and again Andrew and Philip tell Hamashiach Yahushai, and Hamashiach Yahushai answered, saying, The hour is come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit.
Like talking about, the death, his death. When we say he's going to be glorified, I mean, he's going to die for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
He that loveth his life shall lose it.
Hold up. He that loveth his life shall lose it. He that think about only his life going to lose it too. Read.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Wow. Read that again.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
But if you're only thinking about yourself, you can't see eternal life if it's just about you. Read that again.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
See that? You hated your life where? In this world, man. This present evil, wicked world. Rather than all about yourself. Did he make himself any reputation? No. Nuh-uh. You know what I mean? He humbled himself, man. He that hated his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. Go ahead.
Verse 26. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor.
Hear that? You serve him, man. You believe in him. Most High gonna give you honor. Read.
Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour, but for this cause came I unto this hour. Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
Yeah, you say he's already glorified it. You say you're going to glorify it again, man. That's why I started out with who? The Most High Yahweh. Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, I've already glorified it. I'm going to glorify it again. Wait, listen. Read.
The people, therefore, that stood by and heard it, said that it thundered. Others said an angel spake to him.
See? They said it thunder, because the Most High speaking thunder. Thunder is his voice, right?
It's gone.
So he's speaking thunder. That'd be the voice of the Most High. So now go to 1 Corinthians. We're going to end on this. 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. He said he already glorified it. He's going to glorify it again. His name, right? Again, right? Read this. Now, before you go to the last verse in John, so you see what Hamashiach did and humbled himself, but what he actually did. In John 21 and 23.
This is the book of John, chapter 21 and 23. Then went this saying abroad among the brethren, that the disciples should not die.
Wait a minute. Matthew, the last chapter. Let me see. I think the last chapter in Matthew. Hold up.
28, 15.
About the miracle study. It's a lot. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I want. John 21:25. Salakia. My bad. Go ahead. Spirit was right. I was wrong.
John 21:25. And there are also many other things which Hamashiach Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself cannot contain the books that should be written.
Hear that? So he did all those miracles, and he said, what? Don't tell nobody I done. Think about that. That's humble. He made himself no reputation. Said all the books in the world couldn't contain the miracles that he done, right?
Gone.
And he said, don't tell nobody I done anything. He always said, don't tell nobody I done it. So it ain't about no exaltation. 1 Corinthians 15:24.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15:24. Then cometh the end.
The end of this world that we living in now, right?
When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
He's going to put down all power, rulership, and authority. All the kingdoms on this earth. Everybody that's ruling in this earth, he's going to put them down, right?
For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet.
So he's going to reign how many years?
1,000.
Until he have put all enemies under his feet. Come on.
The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
The last enemy is going to be death. Go ahead.
For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him.
You hear that? When the Most High put all of Hamashiach's enemies under his feet, then it's going to be manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. You understand this? It's sad because how long he gonna rule?
For 1,000 years.
1,000 years. And it says, once the Most High put all things under Hamashiach's feet, then it's going to be manifest that the Most High accepted. The Most High accepted is going to be accepted, which did put all things under Hamashiach's feet. How long?
1,000 years.
1,000 years, man. He's called Mother Nature, El Nino, La Nina. Huh? What was it? And global warming, little boy, little girl, Hurricane Helene right now, Hurricane Milton.
Ike.
Huh?
Ike.
Hurricane Ike coming?
No, that was the last one that
happened. That was one of them. See what I'm saying? All these different names that's him. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, when he said he gonna put, you hear what he said, the Most High gonna put all of Hamashiach's enemies, he gonna take around all power, rules, and authority out of the earth and put down all of Hamashiach's enemies under his feet. That's what the Most High gonna do.
God.
Remember what he did to Egypt, right, Khan? He based them 10 plagues on Egypt, on the Egyptians. And he told Moses and Aaron, they're gonna let you go now.
God.
You know why? See, I'm gonna kill every firstborn, everything. I'm gonna kill every firstborn. I'm gonna send Hamashiach through there. He the destroyer. I'm sending him through there. He gonna kill every last firstborn, right?
All praise God to the Most High.
God, they'll let you go now. But you gotta understand, man, why you talking about Jacob's trouble? Because we gotta go through a lot. You know, a lot of people don't go through a lot because of the fact of they're not spiritual. To really look for him, to really look, like I say, they're gonna say, Hamashiach, we cast out devils in thy name. We done many wonders in thy name. Because if you pop me that work iniquity, I never knew you. He said, I come in the volume of the book. That's why you gotta look for him. If he's there, give him the glory. Look for the Most High, so you're gonna know that I am the Most High. You understand? So you're going to know that I am the Most High, man. It ain't about us. First and foremost, it's about the Most High. Like you said, Rob Judah, what's the order?
How Shah, man, woman, child.
There it is. That's the order. But I'm just saying, I see the pattern of things. We in the last days, man. We're in the very last days. And you hear what it said? The Most High gonna put all these kingdom, every power, rule, and authority under Mashiach's feet. Then he gonna be accepted. Man, you think about that. And we talking about we going to the kingdom. We ready for the kingdom. And we can't even see him. We don't even acknowledge him enough. Well, send me some videos. Just about the Most High. And understand, I'm humble. I want to see him because I want to see him because I can add to what I carry him around. I'll tell you what. Somewhere here. He's somewhere. For real, at any time. You got something to say? What I say?
Do you know the Most High?
What did I say, y'all?
Say it. Do you know the Most High?
I always carry it with me. In the scriptures. I'm just saying because it's always got to be something that I got to be reminded of. Because I get caught up. Everybody get caught up in this. You know what I mean? Because we kind of like creatures of habit. So it's very important, that we look for him. When you read the scriptures, look for him first. If the Mashiach was there, look for him. You don't look for him, how you about him? You're like, man, I was right there. I was right there. And you missed me. You ain't really acknowledged me. I was right there. You looking for yourself. You looking out for yourself. That's what we say. Depart from me that work iniquity. I never knew you because you reading the scriptures, but your mind is about yourself. Y'all proved it. That's why you got to change, man. You have to change. And you see, he's saying gonna be accepted till he put all the enemies under his footstool. Come on, we supposed to be the first fruits, hopefully. How you gonna be the first fruits and you ain't even think about him? You reading the Bible for yourself. We made him cry. He said, so when we cry, that's the only time he had pity on us. We cried to him because, the things that we got to go through, see who's dealing with. Maybe we ain't seen enough acting against us to really be sad and really be feeling the way we going to feel when he bring that judgment on us that is written in the Bible. Jacob's trouble, we talk about all the time. When he gotta bring it hard on you, then you're going to start crying to him and say, hey, when you cry, I'm going to mock and laugh at you. Because you heard what you're hearing right now to really look for him, to have a relationship with him. He said he's gonna mock and laugh at you whenever you cry to him. When he cried and you ain't paying no attention, we made him cry. What was that? When we see floods, when we see the floods, is that him crying? You ever thought about that? When you see the rain coming down, it's never stopped, it's just everything flooding. Is that him crying? You ever thought about that? You said they say the heavens can't contain him. Ain't no throne. His throne is unestimable. You can't measure his throne in the fourth dimension. We don't have no clue of that. We sitting there with our little measly minds thinking about make up the Most High how we want him to be. What he's sitting on. He's sitting in the chair. I'm sitting in the chair. You sitting in the chair. His throne can't be measured. You understand that?
God.
He ain't no house. Ain't no place he can be. He don't dwell in temples made with hands. He ain't in here. There ain't no temples made with hands, man. Say, heaven is my throne. It is unimaginable. Can he be measured? So when you read this Bible, man, he said you should know how the Most High look for him, look for Mashiach Yahushua, then us. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
God.
You sure?
God.
Because we started with the Most High. Who we ended with? Y'all ain't seen it yet. Read verse 27 again.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 27. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him.
Hear that? when the Most High put every last kingdom, powers and authority on this earth under Mashiach's feet, David prophesied it in Psalms 110:1. The Most High said unto my power, that's David's power. He didn't say the Most High's power. He said the Most High said unto my power, sit thee on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. So when the Most High put all enemies under Mashiach's feet, it is manifest that the Most High is accepted, which did put all things under Mashiach's. Read.
Verse 28. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him.
Stop. You hear that? When the Most High put all of Mashiach's enemies under his feet, there's going to be manifest that Mashiach Yahushua is going to have to be subject to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. And then what?
That the Most High may be all in all.
That's what it's all about, y'all. That the Most High may be what?
All in all.
That the Most High may be what, class?
All in all.
That the Most High may be what?
All in all.
Forever and ever and ever, man. That's what it's about, man. That the Most High could be all in all, man. No more, no less. Any questions? Any comments? We know the Most High gonna be all in all, man. That's what it's about. You say Israel gonna be all in all?
La.
You say Mashiach gonna be all in all?
La.
Who gonna be all in all?
Yahweh.
Most High Yahweh. That's right, man. We've been going. You can go through whatever you want to go through, man. But that's what it's all about in the end. Because he's not really talked about it. He's not talked about. He's not exalted. He's not. He said he's gonna be accepted after he put all the enemies of Mashiach on his feet. That's why we gotta be. We're gonna be the first two. We gotta start looking at it, man. Looking at him. Bringing it out. Huh? That's right, man. He said, hey, you don't come up. He said, you don't come up to Feast of Tabernacles, man. I ain't blessing you at all, man. If you ain't blessed, you're gonna die. Perish. So all praise to the Most High. All praise. Let's get the Most High. Time. Yeah. Look out. Happy feast day for 7 days. And read these laws, man. Read about what the Most High told us to do, man. We can fear him, man. He came down to Mount Sinai to make us fear him. Understand this, overstand this. Khan? All right. I imagine wapun y'all done. All right, Sadiq, you can cut this off. Thank you everybody for being on the conference call.